Gary wants to tax you. You, specifically you.
I was just wondering how helpful you think this rich versus poor narrative is in trying to encourage people to come together to tackle issues such as inequality. Because, for example, like I work as an architect, and sometimes I feel poor, like I'm really struggling to make ends meet, especially with my mortgage. Depending on who you speak to, obviously they may consider themselves rich or poor. So how do we stop ourselves kind of devolving into these rich versus poor tribes and come together to actually tackle the issues that really matter?
I understand that the middle feels insecure because the middle is insecure, because the middle is actually the place where wealth is being squeezed out from. The poor are suffering as well, but they lost all their wealth a long time ago, right? They're not losing wealth. The middle is losing. And then when I say I want to tax the rich, a lot of people, you know, architects maybe, people making 60, 70 grand, think I'm coming for them. I'm not coming for you, you know what I mean? I don't know your financial situation, but I'm trying to create an alliance really of the poor and the middle to protect themselves from the rich. And the rich are trying to create an alliance between themselves and the middle to protect themselves from the poor. They're doing the same thing. So like, I put a video saying we need to tax very rich people. They all say, Gary wants to tax you. You, specifically you. Listen, I want to reduce working people's taxes to raise tax on people who are worth £5 million, £10 million, £20 million. You know, Rishi Sunak is worth £700 million. These guys pay no tax, they can afford to pay more tax. The money that they don't pay as tax, they use to give to their kids to compete with you and your kids for houses. That's why a house costs £1 million and you can't get one. The very rich know that if they can convince the architects to hate the people on benefits, then they can steal everything from the architects. They know that. They've been eating the poor for breakfast for a long time, but they're coming for the architects next. I guarantee you. Listen, no, trust me. My dad worked for the post office and he was able to afford like a decent life. Okay, he was poor, but he could afford a decent life. People who do that job now are homeless. Architects used to be rich. They can't afford a house now. I don't think that's going to go into reverse. So I'm trying, as somebody who comes from a poor background, but kind of move, you know, I'm here now, so you can see the circles I'm moving in, right? To convince these two groups of people, if you don't work together, you're all getting eaten.
To continue watching this video, click the link in the top left or in the description below.
With a free trial, you can enjoy the full talk and thousands more.
Thank you for being part of the conversation.